Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
For this is what the Sovereign Lord says.
Why do you need prophets to tell people who you are and what you want?
If you can justify everything that the God of the Bible has done, then you can justify any of your behavior.
A lot of this mentality is trickling into what is now mainstream right-wing Christianity.
I am capable of empathy greater than this God of the Bible.
This is a Bible that they tell kids. This is the good Lord. This is the good book. He is fantasizing about murder, mass murder.
Head over to sacrilegiousdiscourse.com right now to find out how to leave us a review or support us on Patreon.
Hey there, sinners and saints. It's your favorite Bible-bashing duo from Sacrilegious Discourse, and we need your help.
That's right, folks. We're raising funds for some heavenly equipment and a studio that doesn't sound like it's in the depths of hell.
Our current setup, let's just say it's more apocalypse than audiophile.
So if you want to hear us dissect the Bible without the background noise of demonic squirrels, chip in a few bucks.
We're aiming for $5,000 to upgrade our audio and build a studio worthy of blasphemous banter.
Donate today and help us spread the good word of atheism.
You can find a link right on our homepage, sacrilegiousdiscourse.com. Every dollar counts.
Even if it's from your collection plate. Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys.
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember what happened yesterday and where we are today?
Well, we're getting a late start here, and we're actually doing this kind of a day late, almost, sort of.
Almost, sort of.
Yeah, sorry. But I believe yesterday we read Jeremiah chapter 3.
We did.
And in that chapter, I believe God was talking about the infidelity of Israel and how they were not being faithful to him and, blah, 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 blah. And then he was talking about how the northern tribes were at least they were honest about it. And then they got fucked over because he abandoned them and then they got conquered and shit. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that was that.
So he's like, Judah, what's your excuse kind of thing?
Right.
Yeah.
So there was...
Oh, you know what? But to say that it was God telling them, we should clarify it was Jeremiah saying It was God telling them.
Yeah. No, I mean, God didn't say shit. So
Right.
There's that. Now, before we get into what we're doing today, I do want to mention we have a new patron.
What?
Yep. Their name is Elizabeth O.
Elizabeth, thank you.
Thank you so much for becoming a patron. And we just can never express it enough as to how much it means to us and how much we appreciate what you guys do for us and what you are doing for us, Elizabeth.
Your help is so meaningful. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Yeah, we could not do this without you guys, and it is just knocks us out of our socks every time we see it. So
and I always fall off my horse too.
Yeah, that too. Right. So that being said, what are we getting into today?
Well, we did Jeremiah chapter 3 yesterday, so today we're getting into Jeremiah chapter 4.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we are hopping into Jeremiah chapter 4.
Okay.
Which is a continuation of the previous chapter.
Got it.
And that section that is continued into this one was about Israel and Judah being entreated to repent. Okay, so we're just in the middle of that conversation.
Got it.
So Jeremiah is quoting God, and God is saying, if you, Israel, will return, then return to me, declares the Lord.
Not those stone and wood idols and whatever, right?
Yeah, don't do the tree.
Yeah.
Do me.
Right.
Yeah. if you put your detestable idols out of my sight and no longer go astray, and if in a truthful, just, and righteous way you swear, as surely as the Lord lives, then the nations will invoke blessings by him, and in him they will boast.
I see. Does the Lord live? Like, is he an entity that is alive? I'm curious about that because, like,
he's a
god,
water.
right? What is a god? A god is more like a concept, isn't it? Or a
if a god is immortal, does that mean that they're alive? I mean, can you really be said to be living if you
never
can't die?
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm just, just one of those thoughts that, has crossed my mind.
Yeah, is. I'm curious about that myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a stupid question, but it's the one that I have nonetheless.
I don't think it's a stupid question. I think it's a philosophical question.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Philosophy doesn't necessarily have to have a specific point to it.
Right.
Like, I don't know, to say it's pointless has a little bit of a negative and pointless,
right.
I don't like that.
Right.
That's a bad connotation.
Okay.
But just something to ponder.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
This is what the Lord says to the people of Judah and to Jerusalem. Break up your unplowed ground and do not sow among thorns. Circumcise yourselves to the Lord. Circumcise your hearts, you people of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem.
Oh, that I've seen the church. It might have been even near here. It was called Circumcision of the Heart.
Oh,
so that's where that comes from.
That's where that comes from.
Interesting.
Okay, I don't like that. It's too chop off the foreskin of your dick.
Right. Yeah. No. It's not a good visual image there.
There's nothing that the word circumcise can ever be used for that won't make you think of a penis.
Right.
Yeah. Kind of like when you hear the word swallow, you only think of one thing immediately, right? Or moist. You only think of one thing immediately.
Right. Yeah.
To be fair, like a miscarriage of justice. Miscarriage also carries a specific.
Sure.
And like,
Yeah,
I'm
words.
going on now. Words. Sorry.
Things.
I was about to go on for another half hour on good use of words. All right. So yeah, circumcise yourself to the Lord. Circumcise your hearts, you people of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, or my wrath will flare up and burn like fire because of the evil you have done. Burn with no one to quench it. Do you like how that escalated?
Well, I will never understand a God that cannot stand his people worshiping anybody but him. Like it really shouldn't have anything to do with him directly.
Right.
Like it should have to do with their actions and the way they live their lives, right?
Yeah.
If you are a God, right?
Yeah.
And you shouldn't care
right.
whether that's direct the love of life or the way that you're living your life is directed as a result of this God or not. Like, I don't understand the idea of a jealous God.
I don't understand the idea that the God is more important than the people.
Right. Yeah.
Like, we're down here living. You're up there. You're fine.
Right.
You're immortal. You're fine. We have to deal with the ins and outs of life.
And that's what I'm saying. The focus should be on how people are living their lives.
Right.
If there is a God, right?
Right.
If there was actually a God, this God should be able to know how to be a decent entity.
Right.
You would think. Would think. And that wouldn't entail it being jealous of of what you're worshiping, but more interested in how you're living your life and how you're moving through the world.
Exactly.
Right?
I agree. 100%. Like, how small are you?
That's something I've always been hung up on is like, why is this God care so much about whether we worship it or not?
Right.
Why doesn't it care more about how I live my life?
Why do you care more about whether I worship you than whether I'm like raping children or killing cats?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I think your priorities are fucked.
And that's what that's what I cannot wrap my head around.
Yeah.
And that's a big reason why I never even entertained the idea that this God is real.
Right.
I mean, among other things, but
sure,
that is definitely one of those things. It's like
definitely a sticking
point.
Sense. Yeah. It's not it's not logical.
No.
No. Not that a faith has to be logical, but it should make some kind of sense.
And it's one of those things that makes you go, even if there is a God, even if there was a God, right? I don't like this one.
No, I don't
either.
He's
a fucking dick, and he's jealous, and fuck him.
Yeah, I totally agree. All right, we're starting a new section in this chapter now, okay? And shit's about to go down. It's about to get real, okay? Announce in Judah and proclaim in Jerusalem and say, sound the trumpet throughout the land.
Okay.
Cry aloud and say, gather together, let us flee to the fortified cities.
Okay.
Raise the signal to go to Zion. Flee for safety without delay. For I am bringing disaster from the north, even terrible destruction.
Oh.
Boom.
Well, apparently they didn't listen quick enough.
No.
Okay.
Because this is in the same chapter.
God's like, I'm going to fuck you up.
He's like, repent. And before the T gets out of his mouth, he's like, too late.
Right.
A lion has come out of his lair. A destroyer of nations has set out. He has left his place to lay waste your land. Your towns will lie in ruins without inhabitant. So put on sackcloth, lament, and wail, for the fierce anger of the Lord has not turned away from us. In that day, declares the Lord, the king and the officials will lose heart, the priests will be horrified, and the prophets will be appalled.
I mean, they're being murdered.
Yeah, I would also be petrified and appalled and stuff.
I don't know. I would imagine that a lot of these people probably think that they're doing the right things, and yet here they are being murdered, and God's not doing anything for them. So they're like, fuck this.
Right? Yeah.
I can't blame them, really.
No, I can't either. Then I said, alas, sovereign Lord, how completely you have deceived this people and Jerusalem by saying you will have peace when the sword is at our throats.
I don't disagree. Yeah.
At that time, this people and Jerusalem will be told, a scorching wind from the barren heights in the desert blows toward my people, but not to winnow or cleanse. A wind too strong for that comes from me. Now I pronounce my judgments against them. Ooh, he sounds so scary instead of loving.
Yeah. This is a very evil, mean God.
It sure as fuck is.
Yeah.
Look! Did you?
I looked at the
exclamation point.
Okay.
Look!
What am I looking at?
I'm about to tell you, but did you?
I looked at our computer screen because I was,
He advances like clouds. His chariots come like a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe to us! We are ruined. Ruined.
Okay.
Ruined.
His meaning the tool that God is using, or God himself.
Well, here's the thing. When we were talking about like Greek gods and stuff like that, they had chariots and horses swifter than eagles. So I find this very interesting that we're talking about this god here.
Sure.
He advances like the clouds. His chariots come like a whirlwind. His horses are swifter than eagles. Woe to us, we are ruined. Like, this sounds like we're describing a Greek god.
It does a bit, yeah.
Jerusalem, wash the evil from your heart and be saved. I mean, don't just wash it, circumcise it.
Right, yeah.
Your heart has too many pieces, guys. Gotta cut off the tip. How long will you harbor wicked thoughts? A voice is announcing from Dan. Dan.
Oh, Dan.
Dan the man. Proclaiming disaster from the hills of Ephraim. Tell this to the nations. Proclaim concerning Jerusalem. A besieging army is coming from a distant land, raising a war cry against the cities of Judah. They surround her like men guarding a field because she has rebelled against me, declares the Lord. Your own conduct and actions have brought this on you. This is your punishment. How bitter it is! How it pierces to the heart! The circumcised heart? Or the full heart? Which one?
I don't know. But I do have to say that I feel like, you know how when things are going bad and people need scapegoats to blame shit on? I feel like essentially God is that scapegoat for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, well, shit's going bad. So, well, not God specifically, the Israelites. They're like, us Israelites are not worshiping hard enough, so obviously God is fucking us up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but maybe sometimes people just fuck you up because...
Right. Maybe sometimes tornadoes just happen.
Right. I mean, there was a lot of war back then. Like, I've read history books, and there was a lot of war.
Even in the places where God wasn't.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, it wasn't exclusive to Judah or Israel or whatever.
The whole Fertile Crescent.
Yeah, it was all over the fucking place.
Yeah.
So this is not something that surprises me.
Right.
That they were being attacked, you know?
You weren't exactly a nice people either. So, can you be surprised?
Right.
Oh, my anguish, my anguish. I writhe in pain. Oh, the agony of my heart. Your circumcised heart?
God is...
No. This is, I believe, Jeremiah.
Okay.
He's sobbing or whatever.
Oh. This is why he's
weeping.
the weeping. Yeah.
He's weeping.
Okay.
He's so sad.
I see.
My heart pounds within me. I cannot keep silent. For I have heard the sound of the trumpet. I have heard the battle cry. Disaster follows disaster. The whole land lies in ruins. In an instant, my tents are destroyed. My shelter in a moment. How long must I see the battle standard and hear the sound of the trumpet? Okay, now we've got quotes. So God's talking.
Okay. Yeah.
My people are fools. They do not know me. They are senseless children. They have no understanding. They are skilled in doing evil. They know not how to do good.
I really want to start a list of all the names that he has called his people, like senseless children, right? Like worms, like
mountain.
How many fucking names has he called? Like
pieces of shit.
Right, yeah.
Garbage.
Like
menstrual cloths.
Because he's not nice.
No.
And he has no give.
And one might say that he's abusive because you're not supposed to call your children names.
Yeah, no, honestly. I totally agree. He is very abusive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Jeremiah again. I looked at the earth and it was formless and empty, and at the heavens and their light was gone. I looked at the mountains and they were quaking. All the hills were swaying. I looked and there were no people. Every bird in the sky had flown away. I looked and the fruitful land was a desert. All its towns lay in ruins before the Lord, before his fierce anger.
Sounds to me like he needs to lay off the drugs.
I think he was getting on some ayahuasca right then. Yeah, because that's a hallucinatory.
Right?
And it's supposed to open your mind to the universe or what the fuck ever.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know because I never did it. I'm curious.
Right.
I'm ayahuasca curious. I'm not opposed.
I don't know anything about what you're talking about, honestly.
You don't know anything about ayahuasca?
I know nothing about ayahuasca.
Okay, well, I'm gonna educate you on ayahuasca in no way whatsoever because I've never done it.
Sure.
So
okay.
But I think if I'm not mistaken, it's the drug that a lot of tribal peoples use in ceremonies to, like I said, open your minds to the universe and stuff. And people who do it are supposed to have these very spiritual experiences.
Okay.
Where they come out of it and they're like, whoa, my whole life is before me and whatever.
Got it.
So there's a lot of research going into it now to see if it would be something that people with depression or anxiety should try. So I'm guessing that over the next probably 25 to 50 years, we'll start seeing it become more regular.
I've never heard of it.
How have you never heard of ayahuasca?
Oh my never God. Heard of ayahuasca.
That is so crazy to me.
I'm not even sure that, I feel like you might have this wrong. Even.
I don't have this wrong.
Okay. And I'm sure you're probably right, but I just,
Okay, well,
I would think that I would know about it too.
I would think that you would too. This is blowing my mind right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm in an alternate timeline. All right. So this is what the Lord says. Ready?
I'm ready.
The whole land will be ruined, though I will not destroy it completely. Of course not.
Yeah.
Therefore the earth will mourn, and the heavens above grow dark, because I have spoken and will not relent. I have decided and will not turn back.
Okay.
Okay, now we're back to Jeremiah.
Okay, yeah.
At the sound of horsemen and archers, every town takes to flight. Some go into the thickets, some climb up among the rocks. All the towns are deserted. No one lives in them. What are you doing, you devastated one? Why dress yourself in scarlet and put on jewels of gold? Why highlight your eyes with makeup? You adorn yourself in vain. Your lovers despise you. They want to kill you. I hear a cry as of a woman in labor, a groan as of one bearing her first child, the cry of daughter Zion, gasping for breath, stretching out her hands and saying, "Alas, I am fainting. My life is given over to murderers." The end.
Okay. So God's just gonna kill them.
Sure.
But not all. He's not gonna destroy them completely.
No, he always leaves
but
a remnant.
almost.
Don't forget, they're gonna be grapes.
Right. And from that, they'll spring back and become greater than ever, and they'll be like the sands on the beach and the stars in the sky and the almonds on the tree and the whatever. I don't fuck.
Poesy things.
Yeah. Right. So, okay. God's a dick still.
Yep.
That
Hardcore.
was. All right. Well, that was Jeremiah chapter 4.
Sure as fuck was.
Which means that you're probably listening to this today. So, like, we're releasing this at like past 1 o'clock in the morning, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. So that being said, today still you'll probably hear
Jeremiah chapter 5.
That's right. All right. We'll see you then.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.